Duskmourn, a plane of horror and hope, and we hope that this set won't be as horrendous as Murders at Carlisle Manor after having cast a first glance at the set spoiled so far. Let's check out the horrors that is Duskmourn. Staying true to the pop cultural phenomenon that Duskmourn has taken its inspiration from, we are going to be judging this set out of the good, the bad and the ugly. The idea behind the set is that Nashi, the son of Tamio the Planeswalker, has vanished through a mysterious door, and nobody knows where he has gone or where this door leads.
But we know, as the viewers and players of Duskmourn, that this door opens into a house of unspeakable horrors, where the house itself is alive and actively trying to kill you. This set is inspired by the 80s horror genre all the way up to the modern day, and we see a lot of more modern inputs into this set. We have an entire band of heroes out there searching for Nashi, and spoiler warning, they find him pretty quickly, but what isn't quick is the way out of the house. Let's check out the good, the bad and the ugly in this set.
Doing a horror set is a great idea. It takes it right back to the roots of Magic, where you have a lot of these evil and very scary creatures such as skeletons, undead, zombies and other blood-freezing creatures. And from what we have seen so far, there seems to be some pretty horrendous creatures built into the set of Duskmourn. We have seen a demon and a spirit, and especially the Screaming Nemesis spirit seems like a really powerful card. So the flavor of horror is spot on in a set of Magic.
Another really good thing that we truly enjoy is the double exposure special variant. This is a super cool idea. The whole idea of the horror paranormal genre where you take a photo and suddenly something else appears behind it. That is really cool. The bluish hues of the monsters that are appearing behind our heroes on the cards are really well done. It looks super cool and the whole concept really fits with the theme of this set. What we don't like, on the other hand, is the textured foil double exposure, because that card really doesn't shine and the frame isn't all that great, but we will talk a bit about that later on.
Another thing I like a lot about Duskmourn is that we have seen a new company of heroes that have not been used so much in Magic's lore and history. We have seen Simone, that is a card that only featured as an uncommon in Strixhaven and later on got a mythic slot together with Dana in March of the Machine, but only 2 prints of Simone, so she's fairly unused in Magic's lore and history so far. We have also seen the Wanderer. She is also kind of a new Planeswalker and a new hero. I like this new fresh input of heroes rather than the tried and true heroes we've seen a lot in Magic's history, such as Ajani, Jace or Chandra. So I think that's a really good thing about Duskmourn. Another good thing is of course the special guest slot, where we have seen Collected Company, and this card is being reprinted for the first time since its initial release, if you discount the Secret Lair releases. My only complaint about the Collected Company is that Wiese didn't put it in the actual set.
If you're getting any value out of this video, please smash that like button and consider becoming a subscriber. Thank you.
And now for the bad part about Duskmourn. I don't like that Duskmourn is taking place within a house of horror, and the house of horror is the entire plane of the set. I like having big fantasy planes like Dominaria. I like having law, nations, cultures, tribes and different people, because I think that brings flavor to my Magic set. Having only a house seems a bit too small. What's also not part of my cup of tea is the modern feel to this set of Duskmourn, because we have seen headphones, plasma guns and sneakers. Of course, I might just be an old boomer and that might be why I do not like it, but I don't like that a fantasy card game is suddenly become, well, modern. Having plasma guns and sneakers and headphones simply takes me out of my fantasy setting and brings me into something that is, in my opinion, not classical Magic. Of course, other people out there might like it, and if you do like it, well, great for you. And if you do like it, leave a comment down below telling us that we are just boomers and we need to get on with the show of Magic.
Another thing that we might think is not too great is actually the full art manor lands. While they're pretty cool looking, they're also pretty darn identical. So only the actual forest in this set stands out from the rest of them. If you took away the color or the mana symbol, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to tell which is which. And for the mana, adding that special flavor of the specific color you're playing, it used to be that you needed to see that this was a mountain, and that's not really possible if you look at these full art lands. Another thing that we're not too fond of is the Japanese showcase. These cards feature art that is traditional for Japan, and I must say, I don't think they're really fitting with the set of Duskmourn. They look sort of more fun, upbeat, almost something you could find in a cartoon, and that shouldn't really be in a horror set, in my opinion, but they might just be sort of trying to brighten the mood up a bit. 33% of them will be showing up with Japanese language. I don't think that's a great idea, as text on Magic cards get more and more text on it. You know, it's a semi-novel on there. You really do need to be able to see what your card does, so you're not needing a phone to constantly look up all the different mechanics and abilities of your card. And for action text, all these things, it just makes it a lot more difficult to actually play with your Magic card.
And now for the ugly part of the set of Duskmourn. First up is the textured foil double exposure. That's hard to say, you can try it at home. And what I do not like about this, we've only seen one card so far, and that is a white card. But what we have seen is that this card actually looks black. It's very reminiscent of the Innistrad double feature or the dossier files from Murders at Carlow Manor. And the problem with these cards was that you were unable to see what color the card actually had. Last thing is the paranormal frame. And this frame comes in both the play boosters and the collector boosters. And I'm not a fan of it. This is the horror genre, 80s genre, where you're using sort of modern equipment to catch up paranormal activity, and that's what you see in these special frames. What I do not like is that the art itself is actually really hard to discern. You're having a lot of dots, a lot of colors. It doesn't even look like a Magic card. In Magic, if you're actually going with the new play booster fun, you should like the new frames, you should like the special frames in a set.
As you've heard, this set isn't exactly our cup of tea, and we are holding our breath with some anticipation and fear that it might not do very well. We don't think it will fall flat on its face, just like Murders at Carlow Manor, but I think probably it's just going to be a blip on the paranormal radar, and then it will be gone.
But what do you think? Is this set for you, or are you also like us, maybe skipping it? Or is it at least not your cup of tea? Let us know down below in the comment section. But if this set is not for you, do not fear. Wizards have you covered, and so have we, because we have a video up here where you can see all the future releases in 2024.
Thank you for watching, and thank you to each and every one of our band of heroes, our Patreon members, and our YouTube channel supporters. They're streaming right below here, and if you want to join them on this awesome banner and support us a little bit further, click the links down below in the description. We will see you in the next video. Poof!